Blackpink extends their lead as the K-pop group and girl group with the most monthly listeners on Spotify currently with 30 million. Jump has surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify, becoming the fastest song by a female group, tying their very own Pink Venom, also becoming the fastest song by a K-pop act released this year, and second fastest song by a female act released this year. Zayn Malik attended an updated Deadline World Tour in New York Day 2 along with his daughter. Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas updated on their Instagram story attending Deadline World Tour in New York Day 1 together. Blackpink joins Beyoncé and Lady Gaga as the only female artist in history to sell out back-to-back concerts at Citi Field. Rosé's Rosie has now surpassed 1.9 million units on United World Chart, becoming the first album by a female K-pop soloist in history to achieve this. Jennie becomes the fastest K-pop female act to reach 2.2 billion streams on Spotify in a single calendar year, surpassing Blackpink. Jennie becomes the first female K-pop soloist to reach 2.2 billion streams in a single calendar year in Spotify history. Monthly Boyfriend, starring Jisoo and Jungkook, will premiere in 2026. Seo Kang-joon and Lee Soo-hyuk are also set to appear in the K-drama. Alter Ego by Lisa Lee entered the iTunes worldwide album charts at 166. Rosé's On My Mind has now entered the top 100 on overall US radio, making Rosé the first K-pop act in history to simultaneously have two songs charting inside the top 100. Rosé has now surpassed 52 million followers on TikTok, the first and only K-pop female act to do so on the platform. Jump by Blackpink becomes the first single to sell over 600,000 downloads in China this year. Jump becomes the fastest MV released in 2025 to surpass 100 million views on YouTube. It's also their 57th video to achieve this, the most for any girl group in history. Jisoo mentioned in Vogue Japan's article about Alo Yoga's recommended items that are increasingly popular in Japan. Jenner sisters Hailey Bieber, Bella Hadid and Jisoo wear it in their private lives. Socks and caps are highly popular as they are known to be worn by Jisoo. Blackpink has now gathered over 1 billion streams on Spotify in 2025. They are the first girl group to do so this year. Rosé's Rosie is currently the highest charting Asian female act album on iTunes Canada, rising 50+ spots following Deadline Tour concert in Toronto. Rosé is a chart-topping hit artist. Jennie played Coachella this year. Jisoo's profile is growing, and Lisa was a cast regular on the latest season of the hit HBO show The White Lotus, according to Billboard in a recent article. APT by Rosé is at 40 on this week's Billboard Hot 100, extending its record as the longest charting song by a K-pop act in history. Born Again by Lisa is ranked by Genius as one of the top 25 songs of 2025. One of 2025's most electrifying collaborations saw Lisa of Blackpink team up with Doja Cat and Ray on the song Born Again. An unreleased 2021 demo by Ray, picked up by Lisa for her fourth single from her solo debut album Alter Ego. Born Again speaks of empowerment and transformation while telling a story of heartbreak and self-discovery that follows. Relying on a pulsating yet moody synth pop beat, Born Again is both cinematic and club-ready. Lisa showcased her softer tone, whereas Doja dropped a razor-sharp verse while Ray took the song to the next level with her soaring vocals. Bringing three powerhouse performers from different corners of the world, Born Again is a showcase of range, vision, and creative chemistry. Female groups with the most single concerts to cross over $8 million in history. Blackpink at 1 with 13 and Spice Girls at 2 with 4. Deadline World Tour has not been included yet. Extra by Jennie was selected as the best song of 2025 by American music media Genius. Jennie has officially joined Alta Music Group as their very first signed artist. She will be co-managed by Alta Music Group in partnership with her own team at Oda Tyler. Alta is a brand new, independent music company launched by Jeremy Ehrlich, who has also been co-managing Jennie. The songwriters for Netflix Hitmakers created 3 songs for Lisa titled 11, Back in Business, and Hot. Lisa stated she liked the track 11 most, created for her by the songwriters on Netflix's new show Hitmakers, and will likely record the track once the chorus is reworked to something more catchy. Blackpink and Stray Kids are the only K-pop act to perform sold-out stadium show in Canada history. Blackpink and One Direction are the only vocal group to perform back-to-back sold-out stadium shows in Canada history. Rosie was the #1 best-selling album by a K-pop act in the US by total units in the first half of 2025. Rosie becomes the first K-pop act in history to have a song selling over 1 million units in a single calendar year in the UK, as APT has crossed 1 million units sold in the country solely in 2025. Blackpink is officially the first Asian act and girl group to hold multiple sold-out stadium concerts in Canadian history.
Screen Rant, an American entertainment news website, selected the best K-pop albums of 2025, and Jennie's debut album Ruby was ranked #1. Jennie stands out every time. The pre-release singles set the bar for the album extremely high, but she blew everyone's expectations out of the water. There's no doubt that Jennie's reign will continue to hold strong throughout the rest of the year.
Jump becomes the fastest MV released in 2025 to surpass 100 million views on YouTube. It's also their 57th video to achieve this, the most for any girl group in history. Blackpink has now gathered over 1 billion streams on Spotify in 2025. They are the first girl group to do so this year. Rosé's Rosie is currently the highest charting Asian female act album on iTunes Canada, rising 50+ spots following Deadline Tour concert in Toronto.